Your number one station is Jesse Radio. We are live on TV. Is Jesse Radio, the gospel station in America. We are here to serve you, serve you, serve you, serve you better. The number one platform, all your business and your commercials. We serve you better. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We serve you better. Your number one gospel station. We are here. We got too close to heaven. King Jesse Radio, you can't stop us now. King's Jesse Radio and TV. Abeiku Santana. Watch a train some no. Oh, Besani. Masari, defense and some will be a sympathy. Tani Ebeya, make some some Kosua, my soup. Medima Fidi and Akoto. Kings Jesse Radio. Me padam senti. King Jesse TV so I wanna member say Asama ya Kenya ya no pari to do say ya politics ya to ya bo wase church unsamu pefe ni obanu humodin ene ni odio man ni sika bra to bra se ba o man sam so ya kokom ya mi akohwe de ekoso ni pasitemu wa brabomu ene ni eko ni ebo our some a jumasum, a choir over for so Anopa, drive time show, and you may so you even drive. Now we can digest so yeah, the Bemo every weekend. Say a bad Namia Samsua, Yatuju Madia Bidi, Shamu Didia, Pasia, then you Murabia, Saju Madia, Yadesha Suo, Yamakwa, what you Madia. I drink you right, you ready to comment. Please just radio and TV. We are here to serve you better. Together we can build. Osei, Osei, King Jesse TV in the radio, ya Tnasio, ya Tnasio, I teach you some Papa Bano, we bravo. I don't think we'll brave it. Monte na ya shushamuye. Monte na ya kwakwa fabo. Monte ya dia semfu frabo. Obia tuminka ya kuntumo. Nefa sanya samnoti. Ai nebeka no sa. Yesro bibia ranya meka ya hu. Okaya hu. Yade no kranya misro akukudro yade ya ejuma. If you are some, or my musem, Appiah some, Abatu some, we are Bonia Yabeka, we are Papa Yabeka, King Jesse TV in the radio, Yatnasio, I teach you some Papa Bano, we bravo. I don't think. King Jesse Radio, King Jesse TV, so party Ashadia, and yet Siesha. King's Jesse Radio.
Meshia me bofuno enne Meshia majinpa Meshia we papa me maungo Sisa makuma mama kuma fofo enne Meshia me bofuno enne Meshia majinpa Meshia we eja me maungo Sisa makuma mama kuma fofo papa mami nyo mami akuma fofo madara tina mabe mami akuma fofo akuma jiji fuya mami akuma fofo nami aya sisa makuma mami akuma fofo aya mami akuma fofo akuma fofo
all right, ebusia for my mama ina ajo me mama ha achi ne akwaba emfamra your number one station in America, Kings Jersey Radio and TV. Eyumre nso yada onyankropon twediampon Kwame basa Adom ase onam natum na ehuma bro na nhwa sopa wama yenso yasabi ene enti aseda bi wo baby a na yede man den kron. Thank God it's Saturday evening. And welcome to your number one station, Kings Jersey Radio and TV. We are live on YouTube, Kings Jersey TV on YouTube. We are live on another YouTube, Kings Jersey Multimedia on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, Kings Jersey TV on Facebook. Thank you. Me pa chawa basu abomori awo sumo foforo ena ye besua de. And you are bebre na ACC. Are you ready? Akoma foforo. Akoma foforo. Na me pese me ben onyanko pongo nanso akoma twe me kwachire chano se akoma na jidiyo na ano abemwa konkwa jiyemo aba. All right, thank you very much ebusiafo yame yadoma ende yebedi nkomo na yene lawyer emranim ni eba abetwetwe nkomo na wehu wagina pen abresu a yebema wonso afre na wode wasem bisaba se ekwaye nnimu a obetimi send me text message of your message question. You can also send message direct on YouTube or Facebook, and I'm going to read to lawyer to help us understand certain things, certain situations, what should do, what not to do. Obandama or Obama yena yenwa twenyen. A lot of people are moving in fear and panic right now. It's not that easy, you know. Who are them now to sakr? So who are them now to say what I know rengia sakr na manfu jane kwashe dem. Hey, urade boy ehina ye kodri. Si se nipa baako wiase nyina ne ho ayehu. Obi asuro no. Papa me maunko Sisa makoma mami akoma fofro Makoma fofro Anti anasa dia menemo enya nantia no abreso a ebono nsia yabakọ ne yane aye lawyer edi nkomo currently enyoma enshada nkoye sa oh yeah enyoma enya abojo so I know enya obia na nabojo hey decision na omampanin Trump take no obi wo ho a ona ye ne de
obi so ho a dabi obi wo ho a oh ya wo Ghana fo a omukura de omope eye omode se bibi sa esi oh ya ho bebre ya no mfo no bua wo mo a omuyemu anka ninua bi a watan nani aso wo twan me reporto inti se wan ko reporto kura na wo braso no nsa ade na esi no oh ande wan hwa ise kura wabodin oh ande akwa we wan hwa dache omode ne beko wabobodin kura dada oh ya bebre ya nkonkon ya hu konkon GBC yangara nkonkon yankasa mpo ya hu obi yemu anka yedi ninu biko oh na wenya asamaka oh oba me ka kira no wentie niam afutu bia me man bia wante na oye dwe na osoro no nam ha na oji ne din wa ha nti o mede ne kwa me kura na hu mpa ya na mebo obi mpa bo no na atamfu nyanyame ni awotamfu bi hwehwe se nka embram ntia wo no arrange na wo Yesu din mwate akoma fofo na mihinya amintumi museni ninkaniseni wambo na bati masiye na me pese me pai onyanku pongo nanso akoma twe me kwachire chono se akoma na jidie abe na ano apemwa konkwagiye mu ebe enunti ebo sisama kuma mami akoma fofro aba adadadam abarabam akoma fofro akoma akoma foforo akoma foforo akoma So thank you very much, Ebusia, for now. So the Amidi Kanamokan. Good evening to you, Abe from Picholola Buska. Abe, Osei Abe. Good evening, and to you and King Joseph family. Thank you. And then Bonnie Godfrey says, good evening, Pastor Abe, Mama Babs, Mama Georgina, and lovely family members on this platform. Rebecca Baden says, good evening, Uncle Abe, thank you. Diaube says, Abe on mic, thank you. Picholara once again there, good evening, Abe and Ken Joseph family. Oh, now Sahil Angel Media. I say, Uncle Abe, I'm so disturbed about Honorable Ken. Said many good things about Nana achievement and Oforiata saving Ghana banks, making big argument with Kwame Asante and Lotte Jacobs. Oh, Papa, Papa, and then maybe oh yeah, Mpedem Pomoko. Oh yeah, and then maybe I'm a Mpedem Moko. Yeah, Papa. Ata Meros, may he so rest. Amala Modern, my yarba. Amara, she say, Moroccan, Asama Waba, Modern, Kana, Mafado Maba, Mohobano. And she said, and young walker can obey him, Bibi. In Tao, my wire was the eye. My wire was it. As if you are opera way and my one year. A brenner, sir. Yamuhum. Na akasma baye eduanu enkron na yabwewura adwumadie ne mu na ye ne lawyer din komo. In the meantime, mamene abrana na kwabrate wiatikase menko Ghana na menene ndi nkɔmmɔ yɛwie a na yɛne lawyer ɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Trump ne deportation update ho na yɛhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ abra no na madwe o
Papa mpacha mejo so.
na ho yɛ deɛ
O mpacha jana daruma. Mpacha ho ya pa mpacha won so.
Ɔbɔ adeɛ daruma na maame ɛyi banku wɔ hɔ
Ya mpacha wa.
Banku
Siaka na du ba ko abo. O ha won na ene de on dai o.
Banku eba banku eba on dai hu
Mpacha.
Yo yadase mo ena yene lawyer bedi din komo kakra na wa kire ye nneoma bi asese yesua na yehunu sise kroma ye fear and panic krom baby ye fear and panic upoli kura wo mpese obegyina ba hwe se wo mawure tua upoli na de wade ye hwe ho akọ na okope baby na wa hwe se moja ba hey ayo abrana na emri de wanti bibia ohu se wa na oka se eya na do ko hu hu asa asemesia asemis ensi ohu
Ghana de you say there's no single da de be chi anasa de be son PNT bibi eye atensem pa na emom eye atu bi ebimu ye nya ebi so eye hu pa enti ofansem de bi aba ensemo se kwan ho de ensemo pa
ane na yan sabre asama wo ho no ansa na yebekọ lawyer ho no ma ye ne undi san komo no na ye hu de yekoso wo Ghana ansa na yanko
yo Fadda Dickson nchia busia na nchia etiefo nyina me ma me mo ene papa mo of mo platform isi mi checho mo nyina
obia jo so
chicken the radio TV ewo YouTube ni Facebook TikTok baby ya offer na offer mpacho de wadawlo mo me de picture bi asendo na aha ni so toy last week kan ni toy na offer isu ato enwumre ema twefoti mokwa school dan offer dan ahodo abubu once me the school dan bi asendo isu na ato afamfamatu ema school dan so apasa no nti ene ya hosem kase asi ewo mfimfi mantem twefoti mokwa twefraso ofasema asi wo hon
na video picture number yo o de fa he
oh okay ofa oh ofa mpateni media mada dada nyimren mo na me de bia e ma o
is it hey school down here come up o pasa wo chama say we aye school dan na ensuo to aye no ana esua pasa no
ofa mpacho ai
school no antwifu atimukwa
twifu praso we twifu praso district e twifu atimukwa district
twifu atimukwa nsema efi oba de biara da oye na fi hoba district nde nsama hododo nti na say omunyam bia school omu abia school
of Monday mo ko school won say no ene Saturday ene na nche to won say Ghana hamatan ntinsuo no Abeiku kakra na sensuo nto ma na to ba ko fe to ba ko wa ha no light post nya de kwa bubu wa ha sei e man kane an ye da sun be say 2 days sa pepe na ene so 5 mantem to fatimo kwa twifu plus of am to monyo mo de a me no ka say de ene easy almost school dan ahodo eso apepa na dan ahodo asese no eche about the videos ni ya kan nyare mana fa bi ho se Ghana de institute to kakra na fa mabo kakra bi a ejapade sei pa wa Ghana pa ofa
enti na chese yawo otina kwasia da pa na twa ntemu asese carpenter fukọ na omkokru dan ye meboa
ofa we no onse abaniti no Ghana Education Service for needs come to dan no so enti we na akoya aban no so ni me no mi no ye nyina ti se ade MP and as Minister of Education ofa we na be na so die se wo se an mani mi amode nchense eba na yetime de bodan no so And yes, I headmaster watcher at the end of one to sick uncle dance, and I get education service on so. Now, from whom then pushing you to my chance in Yapa Nasi school and I say, yeah, or Mamma Bottom Sky in Nano, so yeah, no, and if you're home, so I don't from Behe, no more sees and I simple, that's beginning and answer by the working answer, and Behe says, the idea no, you're getting SMP, and answer and I'm paying for one Behe. No, what to me about Dan Fenimini, and then watching a yard. Now, I let him a school, but 10 million and 2020. Yes, you're watching, then I listen to the basic offer.
Hey, Ghana, the legendaries. Ayaraho. Ayo, Abrana na yantuase. Edi mbio na woho.
Wa family the video bi send wa. Won say sekan anase enkwala school for enkwala bi. So won say video no ba.
Aha. Me hu say video bi a aye enkwala mienu ekuta aye seka omukọ school garden no mu wo hu.
Ofa. Won say first na. Ye ku school a papa jam school no me kai 2008 abda fa me questions. Papa jam school me swinta because nam ko hu senior bi a ofa. Jaja almost same papa. Now ofa. Obusa say is your bed prescribed? And I'm saying no. Ofa no. Na just your bed na papa. Na just atane show ne belt ne fa. Ofa mo jam belt. In the alphabet say prescribed na just oh na just yes afi do me say yes sir. Ofa seniors in the only do school no when nya den. And school and hwanya wo de. Nti ofa we na wo hu ne sa no. Senior ba ko na achieve juniors na ofa. Sekan ye de do. Ofa de chi ana ode bu omo sa ni nyina ne say wa from so so ma wo mo. E ma mo say ofa mo nko ana so ma anti ni because we senior no gyina wo na ofa yan kan che so we senior wo. Nti ofa Accra academy one of ati we see a senior de sekan. Bu ni junior sa no ofa ayara ho sempa na Ghana education service for atiki leader of amohwe na asumbe aba nti o mo yes an senior say sani na ofa e de mani ya asutwe bo ampan for hwe na mo de amomo let me aba
na amafra no omo shi ade ayi bia na
o fa se ne nkan kire wo ofa we obi nkan kire
ade we de eye wonwon Sasa kan ya de dopa kotokuro wodi brim nipa ne juniors wohu
ofa mpacha
we mu no omunyi ebenya de bi wo mrahye badwemu a jurum nkwa bone kese ado we wo oba benyi ma ya friend honorable sa wayade na amsa samra enene dia mpa ayo abrano na ade mbio na wo ho
yo afa na me kasa ne kura mu no ene arhosem bi esi wa ha ofa ye hwani mi se ene nanka amamle ne amane ye beba so nenso ofa ya hwani ma ye kotwen ya ofa amamle ne amane ne ntina ma se ko na no ene ne panyimfo ene ho ofa dem di twato nie ekrobi ewo wasame fees ya ofa to wasamotia so ofa openi no ye nya amamle ne amane nwie nti ye wi a mere se bi video sana fi di ni bia beblew etisia na no ene ho nti ofa mintu kakra nkyerɛw ofa ni nanso openi wanya mfihia no aduosia eko na ne yere a wone ne hya ablabase ne yere na firi wawu nti ne yere ni wuye no so wone ni nya ememu be se enan a ofa ema mienu mema mienu na ofa oba no pay ne wo mu no waso be mafa menka se ba ne tempama gudi a ofa waso because abu 16 years awoko 18 years ofa maame ni wuye na eka papa no ene ne ba no sa papa no ache ne ba no ofa wone ne da na ofa wone na da to the extent say papa no akwakoware na wale no wale ye no oba no emetena fie ho eba ne ti wonu fie because onye ne ho ade on say ye ne wasamamle ne de unya akoti trinsa akwafa nwale ne gise o hye ne kawa asan ye awale ankasa ndi ofa wakotu ne trinsa busu ne nyina ni say maame no ene papa yi nati ba because onye ne ho ade o metena fie woni nti ofa maame ne beda na wasore kɔ maame ne beda no wɔ kɔ nti wo papa yi etime ne bai saa maame ne kwa na papa na tia hye ne ba no so
Omura no
wode
shift
na dama abofra no anyem a wo fanke ene eyesa ye musuo ye bisa akola na busa akola no fa akola ne nka papa no saa papa no ye ne nyina busa se anyem na anyem kunu ne hwan na papa ne ka san obi onyem no nim kunu obi onyem no nim kunu nya sa ofa na papa no nim sampa na abofra no a wone ne tira na se ne ba no wawo no wone no ene nyem nti ene ekotena ase na papa na dia tum sampa wone ne ba no ada ama akora no so gitum sampa ofone na ada mfie be se 9 eni abla na ma me free mu mfie 9 na se sabre na bibi wone ne da saa 4 years nti wodo ochena en na de chin ofa mamle ni amane a ese de yi musuo efiri akora no se na ne ba ne mpo ofa ye wo ne ba tia fasa asesu a sasa bi edi na chi ne nyina atimi afiri nti to fodo odo ochena no amamle ni amane papa ebekoso ewasa mosia so ofa
Ghana na amamre sa no papa no metime twa na suwo ana obekọ akodem
sisi ano ye friends ye twa bia su ni bi ne ho bio because sisi ano wokaso bia su a friends na ke twa si wasu free krodi na ko akokofo ba ise krodi na akoye baako ana ye nyina san wale ye ho ndo fa sisi ade ye ni ye ya amamle ne amane ye pam sasa bi ebedi akora no oba no a wonsa ba no odi mo hwe ono ya akola because papa no anyini papa na na adweme bobi wonu se obai wonu ne da ye musuo no ofa ono ana ebe ya mamle ne amane ne de adwa wo mo e de apam musuo bia no esuri eye abusuan ne ehwo ana fi nso abofo ye me ye be wonu no eye no meba nti no meba sa na wasi adware sasa na ye pam musuo bia nso efiri abofra na wo ba no ehwo ofa abofra se no ntwe bebe ye wo ma ye ma mofra no entena kuro no so you be fan echo a chi ana baya no so ise nkofa de awale kura nse kurum opa obenya bema mana wale no ebe ye den nti ne sa no se ma baba wa no so anase ne ba ko na eto no etu kwan efiri kuro na wakobo ne bra ne obeba na odi ne kuna ba krofa ne no ma ne sa awale eni yedie pa de ebe ye den because kuro bi abesere no ana wo papa ne wo dae ana isi abe friend dada ana be friend na akora no ba no be friend papa ne sen nana ana dada die no be friend papa na ana die no be friend nana no so amana kwesi ndo fesi ya ye amamle ne amane na fia abeka busan bi bia ka oman no ofa ye dware nyina e de afiri wo
ewurade hu ye mobo araho pa ayaraho na menim se empenimfo de diada beto diada na bibia atoyie na wedie o de ayanse o mudne kogina empenimfo ne maso obonsam na dada me owono na dada me mam me kodi duaba no yo mo abrana na mayemfa wonsi he na yenja wona yame yadoma wachina na me hu sa wode aya another video bi a na nanom ahemfo wahini bi na ni abre pa ani ahina
wo for se yewa akudo tabla kwa ofa na na nka vet na watanke ye na ye ntimi anye yero minta kando wo fa na nanom a efiri bono ene ne mpate mu ba wo se na bono regional minister ba ko eka ho ofo no ne mpanifo e ba na nka wo se etimi vet na no fa ye ntimi vet wo na chese na nanom tewa ofa se bi se bo mo emrase bi dwafo ya to abama mo na moye nyema emfa tabla na nanom etewo na mpanyimfo efiri chichi aba na afi no I say yenye obia ati monfa ni die a mana nanom mpanyimfo na moye de mo pe no fa ne nam so mana nanom e bae no omodi omano tu mafa omode ensebeto nsemhwefo ni tofa yesie no ana na nanom ni bi e de omano atum ofa
ayo all right abrana na ma chese enti ana ahemfo no ni abresa no
You never trust anybody on Nabu again. You will not trust them on Nabu again. Sir, Kwame is Ghane Modi. Kwame is Ghane Modi. Kwame is Ghane Modi. Kwame is Micro minority what we control majority. Micro minority what we control majority.
Abraham na what? Micro minority you control majority. Ghana politicians. Mwana abatu obreso na mudi echire. Onua na eko onua say ya. Na nso oben. Aden. Abrana na mayemfa wensi ya na yame yadoma wachina ewimbre yebetua so why
Papa bacha me that ofa that pa
yame onka ho na onhira ho na onhomo ho ban pa mo
Papa bacha
yo was yane abrewana na kwabrata wiatikase na kodi nkomo from Ghana or the sorry say we hold be abreye na in fact anape mesen FM ye every say video bi a ya papa bi ede mame ana o hwe ekwanya adofo bi abohomoden a hwe se kuro no hospital a wo ho no enye nti wa keka wonsase esi hospital ni bi ama na ekwanya ya faso kono na ya roho. You can just imagine sadia wonom aye ye asipiti na emfuturo kura na eku yen ejuma na ye ni na ebesa ye cost na nte job nti na chese hospital wo ya na se anya yare. Look at that. Just look at that. Hospital nesi kwanu hu no. Na hwe hospital nesi kwanu na hwe ka kwan. Hwe. Ghana. The legendaries. Yano no. Yay. Yeah. Enti we na ko wura hospital dan no mu. Enti yarefu eda ho ni na no omo won from afofra we na ye pure oxygen. We na ye oxygen kasa. We no mu hia e de asa omo ho yade. Aha. Just look at that. So yempanimfo no wo mu ni sabe vision bia de mo man no ade no wa wontimi yo won man menyo pepa a sacrifice de won su sika so mbotom abaya ma won so de aka no kura yama won keke wonye fakota kogu kwan no so to avoid the patient inhaling the dust from outside. And so I am anti Abana nkasa abua e de yare ni bia koka ho ama wo mu sa na ye beputu no eya areho papa na yanhwe ya yatete ho saa aya no se ye oman ye ye ni beba ye ho so no na yama oman Ghana boto sekosua na ye nisu adai ho fine. All right, now Uncle Rico say, Abe, nice to hear from you once again. Sahel so was the fighting for the country or for his party? Uncle David Ano say, hi, Uncle Abe, and the entire family on Ken's Jersey Radio and TV family clear. Now Rico said the party called the MPP shall never see power anytime soon if the NDC makes it work for Ghana. Bismarck and Ponso say good job, Moeshabudong. The topic today is going to be help or is going to help a lot of people. Rikus say, what's the topic for the day? Rikus, ofane kanimo no ni onaye jame. Mino tano o kawi otano chake nibi ni ngma jame ona konoko. ne pako obi mi aka mini jinoni wo ba agbasa ne he ole aka nwere oke lawyer ba agbasa ne koni etwa wo ni bi komenesa ne mo fe mo ale titiri men you America bi e esane mo fe mo ale ne esane amefe no ne esa aka amefe no pako wa bi aka na Sahel Angel says no, Riku say okay, Sahel Angel Media says, but finally look what Nanado and Nanado did with his Japadia book. Ochehine Asante Bedi too. Now I'm disappointed in Honorable Ken. If you are disappointed, be disappointed. Yabre ebe ya kabi bi achira mu nyina so still would also disappointed. Our parent says, good evening, Abe. Joseph Andrew Kofi says, greetings from Netherlands. Watching you live. This is terrible, and these are our future leaders. It's very sad what is happening in Ghana or in our boarding schools. Is it a shame? It's a shame. Oh, it's a shame. Osei Kwame Alancho for 2028 says, good evening, Abe Makra, Coach Efira, Joe Orchard, Tenant, Mr. and Producer Wemegah, Ohine Kofisa for Mama Rosemary Martin, Mama Babs, Mama Georgina Bafo, Abena Korkor, BBC, Franca Dani, Ikweku, and everyone. Now, Sahel Angel Media says Muhammad will struggle for the first 3 years. Hey, Abrante, but he will do extremely well from the 4th year up. Hectorina Ona say, Ghana, when that been. Oh, Akoma, for Namia. Ebe, mamme, koma foforo, akoma. Akoma fufura na mihia Onipemu wana kumemona Irefasem ewudisem nyinefriba. All right, thank you very much, Ebusha, for let's keep on the fire burning. Thank you. Yes, that's my brother Gorava, all the way. Gorav, you did Woodbridge, right? Thank you, my big brother Gorav. Thank you for watching. Akoma fofona yehiya. Oyanko Pongo Nanso Akoma Kimi Kwechire Chano say Akoma na GDA. All right, thank you very much. Abraso na yanko na yene lawyer encoding komo eyumriya na yenhwe de ekone de eba medikan kache musenne yebetwetwe komo afa aye ne ekosum prempren ewo America ha. Titu yadiem na hia yen nti uye Ghana ni na uwo krom ha brano bia esese uhun de esese woyo ene de ensese woyo sanse esese de nipa baako ewiase nyina wa ma obi asuro no nti ende na ese yenso wensura de wunyi nche nti ese ye boy ho ban. I am so much privileged tonight to have one of our greatest men who are helping Ghanaians in the diaspora, especially in America here, and in terms of immigration. And I have him online tonight to discuss a very important topic with him. I know he's going to educate us. So wherever you are, get ready and let's set the ball rolling. Lawyer Arthur Wemegah, emranimni ebano akwentumu ansam eba America hadia. Papa wadomu wesukopa na wabuya Ghana fu bebre enya Ghana fu nko a ebibrim ha ene embia bebre amanfo afa nansem a wotumi amu agina wo monanso ehunu kwan a esese wo fa so tutu wo nnuama ewo America kroduam ha ne office no ewo New York osanso obi wo New Jersey ha nti it tells you say eduma no wawo mu ache owesue hunu men jebre bebre mepese menya lawyer mebisa no a kire me embredudu a wawom as an immigration lawyer. Lawyer Arthur Wemegah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Kinsley.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How about you?
Fine, thank you. We're also doing good. Are you okay with Chi, or we're gonna blend it?
We have to blend it. I speak a bit of Chi, but it's not.
All right.
It's not like yours.
We'll manage it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you for joining us tonight. I know lawyer is in New Jersey, but you play major in New York as well, right? That's where your office is.
Yes. But in terms of immigration, because it's a federal area of practice, we take cases from all over the U.S.
Oh, beautiful. So you are everywhere. Oh, okay.
Yes,
thank you.
Absolutely.
How long have you been in U.S. and how long have you practiced immigration law in America?
Well, I came to the U.S. in the early 80s, but I've been a lawyer since 2000, so that's been about 25 years.
Beautiful. It means you've gotten a lot of experience in terms of very good. Thank you. I know you have also helped a lot of people, those who are struggling, need not to, what to do and what not to do whenever they step here. I know you give guidance on what to do. I believe so. A lot of people have passed through your hands. Is that it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 25 years, they've been, I've had quite a few cases.
Because of time, I want us to go straight to the point. We know what is happening in America currently with the declaration of the president, Donald Trump's deportation issue. I know a lot of people are affected and still people are panicking. They don't know what to do. Right now, if you go out there and somebody even calls, you don't even want to turn your back and watch who is calling you. You are focused going your way because there is total panic in town. What will you tell everybody who might be affected by this decision of the president?
Well, in those terms, the general advice that we're giving our clients is that, if you're approached by any law enforcement agency, ICE or any immigration officials on the street, just don't say anything. Because whatever you say, they're noting it, and they're taking note of it, and later on they might use those things against you. But in those terms, a lot of people feel that if they say something, maybe an action will not be taken against them then. But it is wrong. If you're undocumented, whatever you say, it will not matter to them. They'll still take you in. And whatever you say, will be used against you. So you have to be careful. My general advice is just don't say anything. If they have to take you in, let them take you in, and then we'll deal with that on the back end.
Oh, okay. So if someone is well documented, and even they approach you and you decide not to talk, will they take you even if you show your ID?
Yeah, listen, this thing is very fluid, right? They're in a rush to do certain things. So if they come and there are 4 of you in the room, and they feel that you're all illegal, they're taking you all in, no matter what you say or don't say. Now, if you're a citizen, a U.S. citizen, and you have your, maybe your passport or proof that you're a U.S. citizen, then it behooves, in that case, yeah, you just show it to them. And then they'll know that you're a U.S. citizen, and then they won't take you in. If you're a green card holder, I'll say the same thing. Show it to them, and then let them, they should not take you in. Okay? Now, the third group of people are people who are here as students or visitors, and they have their visas are current.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Those people too, you can show them your visa, you can show them that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then they should not take you in. Now, obviously, the last group of people are people who are here, who are undocumented or have been to court and they've been ordered removed from the U.S. and are still here. I mean, those people, they're going to take you in, and then, they're going to decide what to do with you. Some people we cannot help, other people we may be able to help. But if you're in the last group of people, that is when you should just not say anything to them.
I believe this is not the first time we are seeing, but look as if this one has been more massive and has brought a lot of fear than the previous years. Have there any point in time that you've experienced this whereby an immigrant might call you that this is where I am at the moment, we need your support, and you have had the chance to help?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we get calls from people who've been detained, who are in detention centers all the time. And, then we have to rush there and deal with it immediately. Or people who have to go to court on a certain date, they don't have a lawyer at the time, and they see that, oh, now I need a lawyer. So they give us a call, we show up, we do what we need to do. And if there's any kind of relief for them, we apply for those kind of reliefs, and then, they are let go. If there's none, then there's none, But it's best to have a conversation with your lawyer, before things go south, so at least he has an idea of what's going on, and he prepares for the day that you might need him. Okay. Yeah.
Let me remind you that we are having a chat with Dr. Arthur Wemegah. He's a lawyer by profession in America here for 25 years, as you heard from him. He's stationed in New York and New Jersey, but he applies everywhere in all the 50 states. So wherever you need his services, lawyer is available to be of help. Thank you very much once again, lawyer. Also, when you have any question right now, the time is so limited. I may leave him because he's so much tight, and I try my best to bring him tonight. So whatever question you have, you can send it on the YouTube. I'll read it for him. You can also call and ask your question briefly so that we will end this program. Thank you. Lawyer, thank you very much. So currently, if you receive a call right now, and it's a Ghanaian. Now, lawyer, my uncle gave me your number, but this is where I find myself. I was, picked up just today. What will you do?
Well, first of all, I obviously need certain information from you. So I need your name. If you have what we call an alien registration number or the A number, I'll need it. And then I'll need your location, where you've been detained. And then based on that, I'll be able to reach out to that facility. Maybe if it's close enough, I can pop in. We do what we need to do. We sign certain documents that will show that I represent you. And then I contact the person who's in charge of you, and then we deal with whatever they're accusing you of. Typically, because of your status, they'll issue you what we call a notice to appear in court. We call that the NTA, notice to appear. And those who lay out the charges against you, they'll say that you came here on such and such a date. You overstayed the time you were given to stay. You are from a certain country, and so you are subject to removal. Those are the charges they are going to lay against you. I'm going to look at your particular situation. If there's any form of relief, maybe you're married to a green card holder, maybe you're married to a citizen, maybe you've gotten some other kind of status that did not appear on their documents. We'll deal with all that. And, if there's any form of relief, we'll ask the court that, oh, okay, you have, we accept certain charges, we don't accept certain charges. And based on my client's current situation, we're asking for this form of relief. If the court agrees, they will give us more time to do what we need to do and then get you out. Yeah.
Lawyer, this word immigrant, people are calling immigrant. I believe we have so many forms of immigrant or department within this immigrant. Who falls within this immigrant that might be affected?
Well, anybody who's here from another country
is an immigrant.
Is basically an immigrant. Now, people come here in various forms, right? That's what makes a difference. Some people don't have visas, and they cross over the border and sneak in. Those are the people we call they are entering without inspection. Nobody has seen them. They're just here. If you ask them, how do you come? They can't tell you that this is their port of entry. This is a visa type they have, etc. And then there are those who go to the embassies in their countries or the consulates abroad and get a visa either to come to school, to visit, to come and pursue some kind of career, H-1B, you get a B2 visa as a visitor, you get an F visa, F1 visa as a student, you get an H-1B as a worker, all those people are immigrants, but those are immigrants that are here temporarily. So they don't get to stay after the period of authorized stay is over. Now, a lot of our people come here on B2 visas, tourist visas, and then just stay on. So those people are also, at that point where they overstay, their authorized stay become undocumented in the sense that they don't have authority to stay here.
Some believe that the moment you receive 5 years multiple visa, that's it. So they think that once he's here, if he spent 1 year, he still have the visa, valid visa. Is that the case?
No, that's a misconception. And I've had a lot of clients who've argued with me, about those situations. Now, when you get a 5-year visa, all it means is that within that 5-year period, you can come to the U.S., based on that, But at your point of entry, when you come to JFK or you come to D.C. or you come to Texas, wherever your port of entry is, the immigration officer who looks at your visa or your passport will tell you, okay, I see that you have a 5-year visa, but you are only authorized to stay here for 6 months, Right, 6 months. Now, that even though you have a 5-year visa, it doesn't mean that you're allowed to stay here 5 years. It only means that you're allowed to stay here 6 months because of what the officer told you, and that will be what will be on your records. Okay, so it behooves you to leave, before your time is up. If you stay longer than 6 months, then obviously you've overstayed your welcome here, and then they can take any action against you. Okay, so that 5-year thing that people think that, because I have a 5-year visa, I can stay here for up to 5 years. is a misconception, and we should try and let our people know that's not the case.
And ebusia say visa B1 B2 na 5 years multiple na waba amane ya wadwun say ha 5 years and a lawyer kano as I say akwenya say obatinem 6 months and no immigration officer na be decide e bi mukura hwa ye ma 3 months opa discretion intino ayana bebre sa na e omwadwen lawyer enrande ya omwasan menua bi ewo immigration no the B1 B2 na eba na oduru airport no say ni ticket odeba no wanye return nti omuka chense onkuta return ticket nti won asana cancel na visa enre ya eno no ede na obetimi aye ho.
Well, there's nothing you can do because at the time you got your visa, Omukashira will say, this is a tourist visa, so you obviously have to go back when you come to the US for a visit. You're not expected to stay forever. So if you're coming here now, watch a ticket one way. It means you don't intend to go back, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, immigration officer sees that, can tell. Say, you don't intend to go back. So at that point, he can refuse you entry. And there's nothing you can do, And they can, even though you have a valid 5-year visa, at the point of entry, they can decide to cancel that visa right there, for any number of reasons. They take a look at your phone and it says that you are coming here to work. Say all those things, can be used against you. And based on that, they can turn you back right away.
There's no chance to appeal for any reason.
Yeah, remember, say all these visa entries, they're mostly discretionary. They're mostly discretionary. And what we mean by that, say, when you're going for a visa, they have certain things you have to provide for them. You have to prove certain things for them to be able to give you the visa, right? You can provide everything they want, and they will still reject. They'll still decide not to give you the visa, maybe for one or two reasons, whatever the reasons are, and most of the time these things you cannot appeal them, so we call them discretionary exercise of whoever is interviewing you. You think that you're answering the question right, your body language doesn't speak right, some of the questions, you fumble with them and, they become suspicious. And, even though you have all the documents, they can still reject you. Same thing when you come to the point of entry, the airport in the US or, however you're coming in. When you come there and they're questioning you, they're looking at all these things, your body language, the way you answer certain questions. Some people don't know where they're going to be staying when they come in. That's a big red flag, and all these things, they will assess them and then decide, say, look, this guy, he's being shifty. We don't want him here. And then, they turn you away.
Wow. Lawyer, let's come to those who, watch one more far or Brazil on the Nemua, Panama, Costa Rica, no be Piemu, Mexico, na eja yayana dumna we hurubod na be wurem no be wurem wia na ya man krata bia wode kwa kwaye odi kodi eduro no salam no no kwa ebi wo a na ya grant wo ma salam no ya grant wa does it mean say we wie because obi wo ya grant na ya man krata odi be ya adwuma ofi say we wie eno ano no sankrofo bi sa no so obi wo krom ha situation say no yeso no wo approve akra no still or your suspect and also or your victim.
No, for those coming, across the border, without visas, there are two ways you can enter, when you're coming through the let's take, for instance, the Mexico border. You some people just sneak in without meeting any immigration officials, right? Those people are called, entry without inspection 4, the EWI, or they entered without having seen an immigration officer. For those people, there's very little relief for them. Those people who came in without being inspected or speaking to an immigration officer at the border. There's very little, relief for them. There are some forms of relief, but it's not easy. Now, those who come to the border and tell the officer, look, I don't have a visa, but I'm coming here because, in my country, we have certain issues, we have certain issues. I'm gay and, I'm being prosecuted in my country, so I'm seeking political asylum here. Those people, it's fine. You come in, we file your political asylum claim, and based on that, you get work authorization until the court can resolve your application for So in the meantime, because you have work authorization, you're authorized to work. But it doesn't mean that you've been granted, you've been approved to stay here. Your case is still in court until the judge says that, okay, I'm granting you political asylum, so now you can apply for your green card. Until then, you don't have a green card. You're not authorized to stay here in that sense. You're only here at the discretion of the court until they can resolve your case. So that, and people think that because they have work authorization, it means, they're legal. No, it only authorizes you to work.
Lawyer, Obi say me misa say, ode okofa ne ho kafo efri Ghana by. Na oba no ode B1 B2 no ode apply na yema no so oba visit. Ne ho kafo ne de oya hasni or a citizen. Oba ye no wabaye webeste manabro so. Na ebrusu wie ye no ansa na ne ho kafo no yese obefale ama no ewa ha na ose wo mode atum na nso bibia mbae sa nipa no yeso no mu a eze ne we ya ne ho kani no we ha ne no betimi a protect no.
I mean, the law allows you as a U.S. citizen to file for your spouse.
Right.
Now, because she came here on a B2, yes, I mean, I've done a million of those cases. People have overstayed their visa, they're married to a U.S. citizen, so they're applying based on that. No, yes, you can get your green card through that, But if your spouse over here is just a green card holder and you've overstayed, then there are obviously certain situations where you have to go back home and what we call consular process. You're married, you go back, they file for you, and then you come back, with an ID visa, immigrant visa, and then you can get your green card through that, But in this case, your viewer who said he's a citizen and the wife came on a B1 B2. Yes, absolutely, he can file for her and she'll be safe. Now, I say that with caution only because right now the landscape is changing. So tomorrow we don't know what Donald Trump is going to say. But as the law stands right now, absolutely, he in fact he has already filed for her. So yes. He's in good standing. Very soon they'll call them for an interview if they don't. If they haven't provided sufficient documents, they'll call them for an interview. They'll go for the interview, and everything will work out, God willing.
Lawyer, with 25 years of experience as an immigration lawyer here, I believe that you have learnt or read much about America's constitution. With what the president currently doing, is it constitutional?
some of it is and some of it is not. You know, I mean, the typical example, you know, or the you know, is this his claim that if you were born here to illegal parents, you know, you don't have what we call birthright citizenship. You know, the law, the 14th Amendment said that anybody who's born on U.S. soil, you know, is automatically a U.S. citizen unless you're a diplomat or something. But yes, if you're born here, you're a U.S. citizen. The executive order that the president issued that, you know, people who are born of illegal immigrants cannot be U.S. citizen is just you know, garbage. It's been challenged in court, and there's no way he's going to win that one. So yeah, absolutely. If you're born here in the U.S. To whatever kind of parents, whether they are citizens, green card holders, or even illegal immigrants, once you're born here, you're a citizen of the U.S.
And in any case,
the Constitution, the 14th Amendment said that. Yeah, it gives you that right.
In that case, let's see, the child is about 2 years, and now he or she is a citizen, but the parents are not. When they grab the parent right now and they have to deport, they have to go with their child.
Well, the child is a U.S. citizen. Now, if the parents are being deported, you know, the parents have to make a decision whether to take their child with them. You know, nobody can stop them. It's their child. They can take their child, their U.S. citizen child, to wherever they came from. But the child cannot be deported on you know, by right, he's supposed to be here. You know, he's a U.S. citizen. Now, you, the parents, have to decide whether you want to go with your child or you want to leave them with somebody who's here legally and can, you know, agrees to take care of them, and then you make the necessary arrangements before you leave. So yeah, that's the situation.
Sorry. I was there for major lawyer now. Wako Sisia Ubetimi Afrem line or 732-790-9595 on WhatsApp 848-260-0913. O fra was a Misabi Betimi Bisa. Na Ayasa so dia mema lawyer ko if he say ye di kandi hunkomo ewa time krumha time enya agrokora ebre eni ho mani pasa eduma bebre egunu so lawyer obisi mimisa we Emmanuel na yenhwe kwan a obafa su enya emwa o se ono nso obaye with B1 B2 ya bi na o stay for 5 months 3 weeks and opie ye the next time orbano also one catch and say or you overstay into one man and room. I didn't hear.
Well, it wasn't because he overstayed. He can only have overstayed if he went beyond the 6 months that he was given. Right. Possibly. What I'm suspecting is that not everybody is given 6 months. Sometimes people are given 3 months.
Very good. Very good.
So if you stay 5.5 months, you've overstayed. Now, the other reason they give usually is that, listen, there's a B1, B2 visa, right?
Yes.
It's a tourist visa. You say you're just coming to visit the U.S. and come back. You have a 5-year visa, you know, so they give you 6 months to stay, look at the country and go back. You stay here 5.5 months, and then 2 weeks later, you show up again at the border, you know, at the airport, saying that, I have a visa, I want to come in, I never overstayed, you know. They become very suspicious of that, you know.
Okay.
What are you doing in your country that allows you to come and stay here 5.5 months? 2 weeks later, after you return to your country, you're coming back here to kind of do what? You know,
so like advisably, very good. Advisably, if someone comes and he was given 6 months, let's say the person spent 5 months and goes back. Advisably, how long do you think the person should, decide to come back again and receive another 6 months?
Well, again, these things are discretionary. If I was in the person's shoes, I'm not coming back for a year. at the very least. You know, some people come back after 3 months, and it becomes an issue depending on who's interviewing you at the airport. You know, they're like, you were just here 3 months ago, and you're coming back for another visit. You know, it becomes an issue. You know, so those things again. Remember, these things are discretionary. You know, so. You should use your you should advise yourself. You know, if you say you're working in Ghana, even if you're a business person, you know, you must have a business to run. You must be there to run your business. So, you know, however you take care of your business. You can't come here, spend 5.5 months seeing the sites in the US, go back and come back after 2 months and say that you're coming for another visit. You know. They use their common sense. They're like, this is not possible or this is not likely. So we're refusing you entry. And because it's discretionary, they can do that, you know. And
the moment they refuse you entry, they destroy your visa.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they don't destroy it, but most likely, you know, it raises all kinds of red flags even after 2 years you're coming back, you know. It raises all kinds of flags. They noted in your passport that, oh, you came here, you know, 5 months, you went back, you know, you came after 2 weeks, we refuse your entry. Next time you're coming, maybe after 2 years, all those things are in your file. They're going to take a look at it, and whoever is interviewing you at the airport and decide, say, you know, I don't like the vibe I'm getting from this guy because of this and this and this, you know, and then they refuse you again. You know, even though your visa has not been technically cancelled, they can still refuse you based on past actions.
Lawyer, young Crofia, Omo Abatana Wahana, Omuni and Krataya, Yakan Wasami. Na Omumba, and soon Nibino Mumba, Asheshe, other schools, Muno. Afutu be na odeba ma because I must say bebre esure se omodo mumba kura be ko school na nso kroma nso wan fa akora nko school a eno nso eya asam fofora wo bata obenya problem na akora no ko school nso na oni niama yi bi enye humma awofo.
Oh yeah, I mean these are bad times, you know. Sometimes you know your options are limited, you know. If a child must go to school on Nkrata, but he must go to school, no, you as a parent must make that decision. You know, you know, if they go to school, anything can happen there. I've not heard of any instances where they are going into schools now, but I know that they have the government's blessings to do these things. They're even talking about them being able to go to churches. You know, where the churches are housing, you know, people, protecting people. Now they have the ability to go there and seek them out. So just in the same way, they can go to the schools and hunt people down. Yesterday, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a medical officer, a doctor in Philadelphia, and she works, you know, with a lot of undocumented people. Now, because they know her clinic, you know, they're all afraid to come in to seek medical attention. They're all afraid to come in. You know, somebody went to the emergency room when it was going, says he saw ICE officers outside the hospital. So they didn't go. You know, so these are rough times for everybody. You know, if you're sick and you have to go to the hospital, you have to make a decision, you know. Is it bad enough that I need to go, or you know? Look, I'll tell your people that one thing they should do is they should always know, let somebody know where they are. If you're detained and you don't have my number, you can't call me, right?
Right.
So you have to have all those things in place. You have a lawyer's number. You have some money set aside for these things. Possibly, my clients, I'm telling them to tell their friends, if you want to retain me, now is the time to do it. So that I have that paper that says that I represent you. So once I know where you are, It's not now that I have to come to you to come and sign certain documents I have it already. I can give it to them right away, and then they will have to deal with me. You know. So take all those preemptive actions, before, these guys catch up with you.
Abusia, me the lawyer phone number and our 2J. Masra was pick number no 212-280-6538 212-480-6581 and a fax but top one phone number no 212-480-6538. Lawyer, who will be out of the back and now we are okay.
No, that's fine. The only other thing is, I don't always pick up the phone because I'm involved with something. If nobody picks up the phone, make sure you leave a number, your name and your number, and the matter that you're calling about. Because I have a million calls, if you don't leave a message, it's not likely that I'll be able to return your call.
Right. And to what friend Asempa a call voicemail not just say be on my office. But what they are now beja within wow phone number oba fra back. Na ya ponso a de wa frame matchra wo kwan a obekọ lawyer ho na address na e screen no na bibie ne a yedre abri ose obi amfa ne ho ngigya. Ukọ bebi afa ho ngigya. Ma wunu ya bi hu bebi a worekọ ama ochena bi ye na yetimi aboa ya ho anya sade a na anko ansade ya pe lawyer mema me bi si mbisa na onya green card na okọ Ghana na okotena asia bosome nwotwe. In fact all back no bedru ya no wonom amfa ncha no kura nanso omuma ne wurem no mka chese ya de gbo okoko hwena wanye sade ma ya sade ya next time ya mfa ho ncha sese oso person sanko Ghana no kodi be 6 weeks bi no ba every way obe advance so onko ana won twan kakra.
Well, with all these things, no. How long ago did she come back?
Also, kodi 6 weeks.
No. But Osei Okodi, when was the last time she came back to the US?
That was 2020.
Oh, 2020. Yeah, I mean, she can go if she's only going to spend 6 weeks. You're allowed to spend up to 6 months outside the country if you're a green card holder. Now, if you intend to stay longer than that, I say you have to get permission from them, before you leave. Tell them that you're going to spend maybe a year in Ghana. And they will give you some document that shows that they've given you permission to be able to stay out that long.
Okay.
But if it's just 6 months, 6 weeks, yeah, you can go and come.
Okay. Thank you very much. Ebusia, I'm say Asempa media ewo menche mebisa enti sawuni bibia like I said no me the lawyer ni phone number at to screen. Bombodi ana pick number no na fia se obefriend na wenya bibi asha ho sana edwumedie bia for all you know most of us in yanama yeni lawyer bia no ma wo ho. This is one thing you should know at this moment in there we hear lawyer phone number now they are sharing because when most of now say my main friend lawyer so anya ade o mo be ma kwa mo wegina o mo anim aye phone call friend lawyer and yes sir.
Yeah. Yeah, not likely say, if they catch up with you, they just bundle you, put you in there and take you to detention. Now the detention facility, then you'll be able to call. But if you don't have the number on you, then it becomes an issue.
Lawyer Adena I one more yeso mu ayede o mo kono yede chain egugu ansa no mo nan bone be no mo ayo.
Well, that's a thing. Donald Trump, a showman.
Aba.
That should not be the case unless the people are resisting any nyama. He should not be putting them on military aircraft to take them, where to Colombia or wherever it is that he's taking them. He should not be doing that, but he's doing that to show his followers, he's cracking down on illegal immigrants. people in chains, people in, so it's putting a lot of fear in people who are here undocumented, and even though it may not be legal, which judge is going to tell him to stop? Yeah, it's just a show of force,
Yo, lawyer, I want to thank you so much. But before I take leave of you, just put out the one advice or few advice to all Ghanaians, because I will repost this interview again for the sake of those who couldn't have time to watch us, so that in case they have any question next time, they'll be able to contact you for. So what advice will you give to all of us right now?
Yeah, my advice to people is that if you're in a situation where, you could be picked up, you should limit your movements. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. If you don't have to go to the African store. Recently, we learned of the Chicago Salaga Market incident where they said, people went there. If you have no business there, don't go there. If you can send somebody to go and get you the thing, send somebody, rather than you go out and then, you get caught up with all these things. So stay where you are, The other thing is, if you're at home and anybody comes knocking, I'm from ICE, I have this, I have that, you don't have to open the door.
But they can't break the door, so as long as they see you in and you don't want to open, they won't break it?
They can't break the law. They can't break the door. They can't break the. I'm not saying they will not. They should not. I'm saying they should not.
Right.
But with these, some people take extrajudicial action and do what they want. They're supposed to have a warrant to be able to enter your house, to search or whatever. They're supposed to have that. If you are in that house and you don't open the door, they don't have a right to just come in. Okay. Now, the kind of warrant they have is also important. If they say they have a warrant from ICE or from immigration, you don't have to obey that warrant. It has to be from a federal judge.
Okay, and that warrant must bear your name on it.
Yeah, it must bear your name. It must bear your name. Even at that point, if I was in a situation like that, I'm probably not opening any doors for anybody. Because I don't know what a warrant looks like. In the case of your listeners, they don't know what a warrant looks like. So if somebody shows them something, how they determine that that's a correct warrant. I'm not opening any doors. Let them sit outside my house, and then if I go out, they can deal with me.
Yeah, someone just sent a message. It says he also don't have this enkrataya yeka hwasemi, but our ticket ama the ticket enye payable online. I just saw Appiah court. Intino wakope lawyer ne nya Ghana ni. Nanso ni ono ye no say ni ticket no okoko ama no. Should okogina court na say ICE free wo hwa na ye ne den. Nti onko anamonko.
No, well, there are two things, right? If you don't go, the court is going to, tack on some more things or even issue a warrant for your arrest, right? So you have to make an informed decision. Do I want to face that, or do I want to take the chance and go to court, pay my ticket, go home? If you go to court, right now, the ICE has permission to, stand in the hallways and question anybody. So they can do that. If they pick you up, they pick you up. So you have to make an informed decision. I, as a lawyer, cannot tell you not to obey a judge's order to come and, pay your ticket in court.
Wow.
But you, as an undocumented alien, has to advise you. You have to advise yourself. It's just the best action for me. Yeah.
Lawyer, we want to thank you so much, but I wanted you to tell us your office, but I have been able to screenshot your complimentary card on screen, so you have your address, everything on it. Is there anything you want to add up to what I've put in on screen, or that's enough for them to be able to use as their point of contact.
That should be enough. The only thing is that with my office, it's strictly by appointment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you cannot meet me in person, you know, I do Zoom calls with a lot of my clients, you know, because it's more convenient for everybody around.
Right.
You know, if we need to sign documents, I can send it to you on email, and, you know, you sign and mail them to me or scan them and send them to me. But absolutely. My address is in Manhattan, 17th State Street, Suite 4000, New York, 10004. Phone number is 212-480-6538, you know. And you can reach me at any time if I don't, you know. I'm not asking for midnight calls. I'm not asking for 9 p.m. calls, you know, because I get home, I'm home.
All right. Thank you so much, lawyer, for your time with us. We so much appreciate it. And I believe that we are well educated on this very topic. People were expecting it. So we thank you for your time. We'll get back in case we need some clarifications later. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Kings Jesse Radio.
All right, for your lawyer Arthur Wemegah. And Edin Komwe, lawyer, I am Ranimni, Abana immigration some dia. Wakwada Mupa Nande, Yenya Quenya, and Edin South. So, Mijidi say, so question be now when be sir, you can still send it to me. I'll still ask because he's watching the show. Now maybe somehow or better text me with some of the answers. And I say the contact number apart from number now or the man me frame back there memo on the mobile number and problem here now they are home and you have been a better voice message or telephone or Debbie lawyer with the mobile number number my frame off air the am vent to air why the doing the here by one or day. All right, thank you so much. That was lawyer Arthur Wemegah. One of the great lawyers, immigration lawyers, Ghanaians are enjoying here. I've had an encounter with him several times. All the cases that I sent to him, colleagues, he really helped them a lot. And he has time. He has time. Is it he has or he have? Which is which? He really have time for his clients. He will take his time. Just look at how he's talking. That tells you the kind of person who's talking to you. He's down to earth. And he's not so much eager for money. He wants to satisfy, make sure you are okay. You know what you are paying for. That's one thing I admire about him. And I think he's so good. Brofonaba, obviously he has time. Some kind. Yes, I don't cry and do baby. Into me camera for Namitia. Me ya graduate, me ya university graduate. Mupa Mr. Satina. Enti Mama Mane Hamokra. Obesity and Stanley Crushank. I say the correct one is his time. His time. He has time. No. Me person me chere say lawyer no owo bere manipa. He have time or he has time. Anamo if you more confuse me. I say have is the past tense and the has is the present tense. If it the past participle is that was a good one with the immigration lawyer. Please, he says if you have nothing doing there, don't go out there. He says you can sometimes send someone. Let's remember Trump has only 4 years. But on your best dream, I said, Mahamano, on your best dream. So Stanley says he has time. Okay, he has time. Inti I say he has time no. Yeah, no na correct. Some catchers say mente brofo. Another hono. Yo. Papa me ma unko Sisama kuma mama kuma fofro Mamme akuma fofro Mamme Yatide Please just radio Me catch them say me brofo no momfa no saa sisi amanfo ebi mu tiechi afi na omo mark me abe we de weti we tense we yanka ne se eye sam kan wote de ampeza me kire me mane ha me se mente brofo me twi ya me kan o ze mano aya den se brofo so anka ma ye careful me kai 2009 me te GTV na me ye program GTV so omo ma ye nka twi edu bebi a brofo amankwampo ba na ye katwi ka brofo na me my fast akwara me ho me say dey am to Debbie my fast san no be watch me pon no say the good thing is that you are able to correct yourself just after you have made the statement. You realize that this word was maybe your tenses was not accurate, so me ankasa na me kai na me correct me ho no, so that is good. Hey, man for market marking scheme number na ya hwa there yo Osei Kwame say have is okay now. Thank you, let's move on with it. Stanley said third person singular, so he has time is the most appropriate. Adru Adom. Yo, Pisolala Buska say he has time. Okay, not just say I have. Oh, you have say I have. Won't mean I has. And look at the tautology. I has. Oh, I has time, pa. I has time. But if you are Oxford English, if you are no better, me amam the correct word, no. If you are, she said, "Where you maba?" Lawyer have time. Lawyer has time. Which one do you prefer? And then I correct. Emmanuel Boatin say he got time for everything. Yeah, he got time. He gets time for everything. Oh, you have to say you have. Okay. Internet just say the moment you use he, say has never. You can't say he have time. You can't say he has time, but he have. And then debut. Hello. Yeah, my English. Mama me end it. That's so bad. My confused. Are they? That me JHS. English me yade pa o. Me yade pa. All right, thank you very much. Peace. So Lola Buskas Abe, you've sent us to primary school, and the mobile combo. Past participle, present continuous, past present. Hello.
Hey man, let me correct you.
Another honor. I told you we have the scholars from Oxford University.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time for Oxford University to came in.
Hello. Hey, Krachi. Hey. I am calling a good platform in Swati. Now, who's the Aoyano? Ada Fano Kwamu.
Boxing, I want to say, you know, not say, but my final result.
Enti final results na wo be announce enti anu na wo ya no sa no.
Yeah.
Do. Ayo. And then ma enkwe.
So he immediately you use he, it means he. And if it is he has. If it is me, I have. So he has 5. Those using he has Okay, catch you guys later.
Not just a teacher, Baba Church. Aba Anamoah the right word for it. So lawyer really has time. The lawyer has time for everyone that comes to him. Our bremo biara oban nchen. If you're in fact, on Oxford school no just say wabin that cromene be other name ne brofo gini ne twedin no aye mano we na twi na no wa in the English terms na yetumi ehunu ye. All right, thank you very much. Now Osei Kwame Alan Chamate for 2028 says he has time, Ampa. The correct response is has. If you Sabe responded. Mama Emilia Owusu Mensa says it's really nice to hear him do that. If you're what you do, what you do. Hectorina say he will give you all the needed for your case. Yes, some guy. School yo Radabuame and I'm in Sanko because he will give you all the one with the little Safa bra Makaya we da Makaya we. The lawyer has time for his client. The lawyer have time for his client. Which one is which? And indeed, lawyer Arthur Wemegah is one of the greatest lawyers I have ever met. He is humble. He is, intelligent. He is on top of his job. He will tell you, this one, I can do it. He will tell you, this one, I know I can do it. I'll help you. Now, you been sure. Once I call lawyer for be wa. Hey. Nansepa meji speed ticket bima me tua $700 mamia me hwini me hyehyeme my friend lawyer ono onye a moto onye traffic lawyer inti anya ne lawyer anya ne section inti me frɛ different lawyer me frɛ ya omoji ticket number ni bia you gonna pay $700 I want to give you are you ready to give your car to pay them? Ebe, now what can Bora Chama, which is kind of madam? I say, yeah, you need to pay it right now. Then I'm say, hey, Rade, Sana de Nebete. So I told them, please, I'll call you back. Now that I've known the price, I'll call you back, okay? No, see you. If he now to me, lawyer will tell you, hey, this is it. But you give me this part and the rest, I will allow you to split it because I know the conditions in here. I know people not finding things easy. You don't have everything down. So don't worry. I will do my best, but do your best. That is him. He is down to earth. But I know some just take advantage. Na foko take a foko kunya na forget it. Do the needful. And no nebabua. Bia enya na chefa dia ohia no unya no no so dia onya de ohia won say there will always be peace between you. Tomorrow you can approach him anytime. Obi wo Hey, unya ma ukɔ no ho first one. Na upu schedule appointment. Na utua. Uko second time na case ni different na ubasi etua. Oh yes. Me lawyer me ya no ha. Oya Chinese ni. Obi a wo bua me ayamade no. Some me friend bia na case ni different from one me ya na. I say me schedule appointment online na me tua. I'm saying, and that is how they do it. So but yami Adom ya papa Ewurade ehyira no anye sabe enunti no wo ho wa ese me ma me bia menim no. They are always ready to help, but don't take their kindness to be their weakness. Do the needful. Sene ebeya ede asomdwe ebeba. Na Mama Babs, are you around? Inche yenya educationists for now. I wanna watch us and Mama Babs no charge wo England o. Inche on na brofun no botum wama in the right tenses. And the vowels and consonants so kappa papa. Oh, Mama Babs, I know her. She is a teacher by profession in the UK. And so I know she's going to give us the right tenses to suit the occasion. Now, Rico said Trump is really he is just Rico's one casa friend Akaka. Now, where there as I make a question, my funumuha where the water there. Now, Hectorina announces he will give you all the time needed for your case. You see, there are so many ways to frame this sentence that will mean the same. So I said lawyer has time for his client. And also say he will give you all the time needed for your case. Maybe a school or a English school. That be me in Kamaya cheese school mom. And I met him Brunukra maybe she have before. Saying come mamma by a race crabatra, a race ne requia, and also much a gumza. In Timbum cheese school and Maya. And that said Abeiah. Upese uba ehu chi otumi ti chi no okachi ya na mo na odaba school na ya kire ne chi ana me ti chi school me ti chi school me register me kwa kwaje license to establish a can school no mo say yaba ni yaba ye ni abrepa yesu ya yenkuku nsaka yina begu ya na yesu ya unim say Kroma oko baby a state one of the state Atinka hit him wo bibia hobi all right madam was and my pontem obiam fredia my pontem the questions were enough na echirei ni awo bia no na wo dia send na me dia ma lawyer me hu say obi say get me lawyer's contact. Medibama uncle. Medibama no friend lawyer. Na bibia aya kama. If you say ne hunya no na oka wa asam kira no a obetum wa biawo ama bibia akoso kama. Enti I'll really furnish you with the contact details of lawyer Arthur Wemegah. Pisolas Abe, we have to start learning idiomatic expression. Idiomatic expression. Idiomatic expression, figurative expression. Idioms in the if you run or ya the power Oxford for no. If you run or ya the papa, I'm telling you, when we come to idioms. He jumped like a cat. And there is this that he David Menka. He did what? Let me know. Isaac Kopar says, good evening, Abe. Thank you, Isaac. At saying, now, hey, Abi Batano, comment ça va? Où allez-vous? Ça va très bien. Ça va très bien. Abi Batano says, good evening, oh, family members. Abi Batano is in France. Now, one day at this time, hey, Ebusia, as he said, there. Moka se na me de eye adwumakuo bi enkrato eba meboa wo de mamenkofa enkrato we meba mebo mo amane no stay tuned
no asemisa no ba se ntimetua saa da bi wo pa betua no mfie mienu wo pa betua no mfie num wo pa betua no mfie nson mfie du enti no sania wo no be pese be yama no enne be ye enti ye kase ne boarding ye kase mentimi ntua nkosi da bi
Ghone biem.
Okay, life insurance. So we the right one. What me tuano just for 2 years okra won't biem for the rest of the time. So yes, we the right one to say bibi to say are you on bra it me call up to enfie or hane aduonu baako 121 years. Now so I know asemisa no ba say intimatua saa there be o pa betua no mfie mienu o pa betua no mfie num o pa betua no mfie nson mfie du enti no sania wo no be pese be yama no enne be ye enti ye kase ne boarding ye kase mentimi ntua nkosi da bi
Ghone biem. All right, thank you very much, Ebusia. Afia Schwarzenegger. Dear. Aba. Dear. No, you may aduma watching no pa yabeka prostate who asemo get ready. So when the mobia yadea prostate I want obia will be so be dear pie. So when mobia ni prostate hanwa hey a higher last stop. Get ready. Yeah, but man, where draw in the puppy wagon a dronum a baby dronum yawa ya. If say one man problem omunya insunsansu bia nti omunu abrofono aware na omunu momundronza but I bet you this is going to be your last stop. Obi biara our pressure, diabetes, cancer, prostate. What are mumubo HIV. Ade bi wo abro me so amintimi ngine ma we de metimi aginem edi hu adanse akasa me kra me guarantee bi apomeden hia pa nti I will help you to have your apomedens. Yes, you know what I mean? I'm going to help you to have your apomedens. And to say the lawyer church yumbre no sir wono ba wo fie na wato dan no na obomu a wo hwa ade enum ya anum fo amambie aha wo ho ena misa na lawyer ombu dan no say he should not ontimi mbreki wo dan ena mo no onda ho na ade nche en sa da no kra de wo be call out wunya nkwa adwuma no Trump ajinedin she say adechi bia me wa he news no ba na ebobo basa news no ba na eba hwe me no kasa ya o say so far ICE crackdown sees 7,400 illegal migrants arrested in 9 days. Within 9 days, yachi nipa 7,000. Hey! Inti 9 days be how much 7,400. 18 days. 7,400 times 2. Yenyam pabo. Ebusia wakashwe esa aka wohwe ye nakesa ne na he eja akashi clan ni bi ne ya no ya America ma na emi ehi emi yegbe ye wade enche wo kaji olake odomo oshi ojugba ni otapo no jekpono ai no kwe kaji olemoko ni yen wolo alo ewotokota ni minchi ofane twala aka nyami eni yo min shegbe aka majekpo eja aka wekume ni amendumose amema aka majekpo ni amemo mi gra na aka ya ewo min sumo ni majekpo min pafai min ta no e McDonald's ke ba mi o ko ni ma ye ho wan yami wa wo be no ko yesia kagbe ka bia hu ni eni be ofai on pafai eja ko sumo no wajekpo ni wo ga na sane hono inti so frawa anade amka no mante inti nkamka ina mante na Pistolola Buska says JCOP hello Mama Georgina Pistolola Buska ke I'll say kafo kafo lofuo crab does not give birth. Kafo lofuo okoto wanuma anasa den ana o kanan no does not give birth to a bird. Yo Jesus say hello Mama Babs Ebenezer Duasabe greetings from Bristol VA Enra na obi hwe program bi ana me say wasane chale you are doing good I'm watching you from the United States of Brekum nam say Ewurade Ghana hey the way akwa na twa de no I'm watching you live from United States of Brekum nam say ayaka yeah the America ba Ghana enti mama worry say amra yeah we are still going into America now bo America mu Pro Max na Falas Nevi says good evening Abe awesome program thank you good evening Mama Georgina and Mama Babs Stanley Chris Chank hey Abe you speak Ga quite well oh inyami ona ke beni ye Ga ona inkase efio no me taxi driver jimi ewo nka ya kagbeko nwo dropping obranye enyo obraye menyo ni nwa ma dropping ka manye ko ni naka no me inu ga mi naka menjami no me iyawo mokoye agbagbuloshi iya yi mokoshi omo ni moko enyelo ewo lo ni nke wo bute mi ha ni senti fiwe baloli emi esiko esani nka ma washing be ma chumo mi dani ma chanu chumo ro nke dabi ina dropping koklo wo ma asuma be na mata mi amenu sente loli emi ni we kuma ka kwa driver mini fiobo ko efu na mse madam pacho so dan o ji shishie me ololi emi njefu go na enti me kwa ya no na me call madam ba go na my so much worried but me call madam for am chale obi ka say ejefu ase so say mubon na am say ayaka am say Since nkrofo di matam no nti since that I'm say me obua enkra no mesu bi mentama mu di matam za na metalo lie me be aka driver minisane wololo mi njefu wade enche ena one na dafu ni di nkomo so be de mentehwe me de anse maye mi tikeden eno anse kwa na meko enti sana tio ada edomia ka menkpa no twumo na no program e menkpa bekana esanu makpa awo wole bi mankpa esanu maba ma fe morning show be yana nya na to na etom ye bi e beni lebi na mba ilako ya ajoye abana nte wote ko ya twuni ye ko ni woba eko ngbekere woba cha no lebi mankpa esanu maba ilake wo nke woba wie prostate sana esanu nka brother Joe woba ni woba wie sana woba wie no mo wie mo woba hye no mo wie mo fio agbana ko gbana ka wo ka chofa sana e chano nka mokoni ye hono de men kankra brofuni biaba I'll say good evening Abe. He has time. They have time. You have time. Teacher Funaba. Example, Abe has time for his listeners. And here one. And also, lawyers in America have time for their clients. Hey, Number 3. Do you have time for landlord? Or you are a good communicator? Now another aspect needs to go. He goes to school. They go to school. Will you go to abroad? Oh yes, who don't like abroad? Abroad I will go. Mpacho yebesu atwi. Mama emfa brofo nto nchen. As I'm doing the service to my own country. Sepa me prese. Ye man yan yedi ye kasa no. Yan sidi be hunahuna won. Na me ba ha me se besu abrofo ha adan. Adan. Obi ami brofi ya struggle ba be pie mu ha. Etu obi am ba no kasa menti na kasa no. Ma me fonde no matter we about na sabin producer won ti brofo dan wo pe wo beto wo bakasa na aya won wo se nyame hu ehu nso wo mote wo man kasa o etu obi a me ma no kra ya ntem nso ma me na ono sabi wan ku school no bi kura no ete abofra no brofo ka na ya etwe nam se yankopon so ehu intime me so brofo so ha ansa manfo no mo de baba na no odin maso so twi ne ga no jino ne sane wo kase be na fe ko ni mani ameya foye bi ameba foye bi na magbeka kani bi amenu twi kase na twi kase twi wie mo amma kase ya bi me bi say abofra bi say what to say I say aya nam zayaka say na Miss Juan na me friend ni phone ana ne ba pani ni fire asida ana me bi say asida where is your mom? I say mama is koboniti nam zayaka hey Miss Juan me you too asida say mama is koboniti na say ne mama koboniti nam say hey Juan enti me kobo mitiaba no ode ne brofo aka ho ayaka yo ayeme fellas never say your girl is lovely me dey na 2x4 me bubu mu na makika wo so na me go no hwe ya bro Adom. All right, thank you. So I'm going to cut lawyer's interview again and repost it. When you get the link, try to share. At this very moment, we need to know a lot about do's and don'ts at this critical moment. Trump or your show boy, Obua, Kua Babalane. No naka Osofu Onukpa di encheba domo here. Ni ekpa fai akashi na memobo. Onukpa, His Excellency. Wan papa fai ke wakata tana no modi enche mba. Aka wakalang pa fa ke wekume ne sane no ya wie ya eni na no be ni ajegbo in fact ohane mo fa mo tue fa amen shegbe ye amele no ne sana mefi sumo mpo na me ya no twumodon chita ma fe na me pay am rent e won pa fa in the name of Jesus Christ o fa na wa na me mo bo no fe noko papa la na tashi din na ekwe osofu e na ewie asuma wole aka atana ni mo ya ta etwi no ni koni ebana ni na mobola na po ni eba na ka go no problem. As you have said, I'll think about it. Papa la ni be ko eka bo esa no ba pa fa eka na ka sane no ba wie here. Hey, Trump eke osofu eba qualify osofu empa Trump fa papa, we beg you in the name of Jesus, have mercy on them. Wan pa fa we Yesu gba mi aka na memobo o fa ne papa la ni tejeke we se ni bodan Jehovah no ba pa mi fa aka Jehovah do mo yin no owie na kanaka ni twa ke papa la efe tomo fero etwi efe tomo ni na fero twi ekome ni efe wade enche. Hey, what is this news? This is a news I'm getting from the news outbreak. In fact, I don't want to read this news. I will not read it. Ekome are very sensitive. Onsuma kama read kone chonoko koklong. Wekume amembo mitwe. Beni won fefe tomo minhwe kani bi ne amembo twe. Ekola ameta me komepu aba interpret ka ha me aka mini jino ni abrante de ewiwo ya jame. Can you explain it to us? Ewo amemotwe amemotwe na da. Johnny Man says, good evening, lovely family of Kings Jersey. Yeah. And here you say, Penin John Dramani Muhammad. All mining licenses in Yeruvoki. Obi ayama gold license ko tu gold. Say small scale mining. Say high scale mining. Say Shasamo mining. Say pepe. Say chamfine. Say tuto. Yes, we revoke all licenses. I am trying my best. Me say omun kreti app bi mame. App no app bia. Eno na yede be use for contribution for this station. But it's also a foundation that I am trying to establish. Mo say recently nipa bi a wonom wo Ghana wo mo ho aka kakra ya and I'm the cobway. So what I'm going to do is that the foundation now may be set no contribution be a bebiano matudin niamede bua station no new station nko but say o send any contribution for app no so a name it. This is for Ken's Jersey Progress. This is donation to Madam So and so. Trust me. The moment I see that, ni esese kobiano then saba Canada. So that so be UK, obi was Spain, France, Netherlands, Canada, Australia, wherever, Japan. Now you want to contribute. That app will allow you to use your card to make payment instantly. Someone is helping me create that app for Ken's Jersey Foundation. Be part of this cause, worthy cause. Na yamwa ni bawa bra watiasio. Yamwa ni bawa bra watiasio. Anipa yamwa. And very soon this thing will pop up. Na yetimi abuya. And I know, sir, you are ready, waiting for this great news. Yamin Shramo. Now, until Nenemin Shramo. I am ending the show, and I may point them. And I'm a mempon. Niyama me saka keyboard na me mama me closing hymns ne pe na me pon. So the moment you see me playing the hymns, don't call. If you say, "Eya na me pon," na me the hymn no etwa to. Ede a nourish o spirit. All right, thank you very much. Pinsolola Buska says, and I then man say I meant 1983. I meant 1983. Sapa Pepe na etie nti he meant 1983. And that is how it is going to be. Now, Pinsolola Buska says, Abe is good. Bring the app. Medebeba. Abe, don't close. So, hello. Hello. Hello.
Nyamisrawo.
Onshirawo so mama. Not to say.
Nyami Adom. Me dase nene waya mami.
Oh. Asida ya media.
Nyami sha ni webusu nyina. Na me se oya na ode eni number na send me na me kwame de ja me ba no se ne bia minim se BBC ana. Mate. Me de ba ma osesi a ehu hia pa. Me dase.
Me so me dase. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you very much, Ebusia. Now, sir, Kwame Alanche Martin for 2028. I'll see, don't close yet. Over an etomi. Yeleninte. Ni wakpa lebine iya koshia in drive for 1 hour 19 minutes. Wateko. Anyway, 1 hour 19 minutes in drive. Ni woku se woba studio imba chanu chumono wole bi kanu asmo esanuma babi ekon mi ne yesumo ne ma join fie o. Hello
wo be cheke I water cheke water wo be cheke water would say, you Japan or Ghana. And so a hot time, pa.
You Japan, oh.
I said Japan, in Japan,
Oh, Japan.
Japan, and Japan, and your friend.
Oh, that be
Japan, a hot time.
May I sure say,
I wouldn't say Krobi or Ghana, did Japan.
Minim Japan. Japan, they say, Japan, they say, a custom will lie.
It is already Japan, and home, now we did Japan, and similar.
Okay. Yo, if you're right. Yo.
Striker, now said the above watch. That's our ball. You better ball Valentine Day. Yeah, I heard the man betting I. You're bending him back and so on.
Right.
That was right in your bend day.
If you're a crash, Subambeni, eh?
Abe.
Yeah.
And then the lawyer Jumayani into your politics.
Aye.
Now, Asempa Kopena, my person, may catch a GD phone in a near Junihum.
Mo.
Media say, Ghana, no, say, I knew I'm in Preda. If it's a me share me train from Genesis to Revelation. Quotations to be of her. And brought for the bear Yankwa. Say Aqua, but I want to Maura. Oh, both soon cry, you could not be Ankomah, water, Brabayano, and Yanokre. You to Christo say, Najamwa Baye, Adi Ama McBrown. As somewhere, I'm a person GD phone, and I actually had doing so. Now, am I a home by a hostel? Said the Abeiku, not on mine, as in mine. On my Yankopon, Onua Nkasadi na nimu nyam asese. Na sa me kenka atresara me hwese de Onyankopon siesie no tena na dwamu a. Eniema Onyankopon de siesie no ho. Ade atra na dwamu ni nyina no. Ebi wo Ghana Asaase ne so de a. Na Onyankopon ye Ghana ni, obi antimi ni menyatini. O de opa agidi opa ajai. Omo
wonu Kumasi anankran.
I Kofodu Ayoko.
A one from a woman.
And in or mammy revelations about him, no. Then any abusia.
Yankupon for your Kofodia. Ahoy is in region. Ahoy is in region.
Eastern region.
There have been another until forget it. And you know,
I had another Eastern region and India.
Then say, Eastern region of fee.
Nana do Eastern region and India.
Into the
NT. Nyankopon Yesu Kristo ensi anamu ambassador of Christ. Ose wa ye ni nsi anamu fo ba bibiara ye wo bia. Enti se ye be asoma no ewe ye katempa so a oni ye ba be kasa na wa ye hinta sama eden akyere yen. Ebra ya frɛ no. And then there was Jeremiah 33:3. So, Afia.
Aye.
It's a beer as some manua, and in Tassam Bia, obeying a dear train. And none I know Mammy saying Tassam. Nana, and in Tassam, I mean, I will be a Switzerland, I'm a theatre. But the papa be stayed to coin, no one quano means. I know Mamma, Getry. A talent. Or be a do, or maybe noon, and or my bar conso barco. The Omani do no, or the Koya Juma. On your home or who be. The Omani numinous Koya Juma, on your home or who. Your man of Barcono dear. The Suban is a Ghana. I say, hey, Papa, then tell me once a move. Papa we dear or to me. Papa ona ochadi enyo ni negu ye. Ono na ofa de enya ne dia. Ono no.
Everywhere enter with Tamason.
ono no fa de enye ne dia nanso obi musa no eno nti okotutu fam ana ode adwapade ne hye ho se oba ma yina ade ama no bempasem samedi toto enipa mienu no ho a sa suban no ya akose me Ghana ni bi efisa ye na yesuban te wo de opo wansam ukoye de ho wo de wo unyine ho uno sako kai dai etatu wo de okose no a yo wo de unimti so sa suban no eti na se di nam se ye nyame ho nkonkron ampa oso betre yen ya hinta nyina na wo se di owo no odibi beka no ho na di onnie no di owo no mpo ye beje ne di akoma di owo no sa na me se na asem we na se kire ne sen o se enam se Ghana fo ni akukoduro enyi wonu Nyankopon na wo di Asaase ne ma ye no ennie enti ni odi ma ye nyina no ye jagu Asaase na se ana ye butu so ana ye suro si ye de ensa beka eni ti Nyankopon ade e de akoma de odi ne de no eye adwuma no nem sina we so asene sai o se enti na mu gold de odi ne de eye adwuma ne na etu no mo oil de odi ne talent ne ye adwuma ne na otu no Japanese pia wo Ghana Asaase ne so no de odi ne talent ne ye adwuma no omo na etu eye yes or no
yes
eti se ye fie ya Ghana fo na se ye fie ya Kristo fo na se ye fie hwe Nyankopon anim kwan na se Nyankopon aka kire ye se ye mpanya nsa kiri kwan na ye mfa de odi ama ye no mfa nya dwuma ena me Islami papa no mu asofo amu wa burukire ne mu amu wi ase afa na nyina amu free Ghana ne mu amu o Ghana se enye obaifo bia na eye enye bonsam bia na eye enye yenua bia na eye eye na eye ho eye ana eye ho eni tibra so say ye me ni ba ye ho so efisa enkoason 400 years na odi etu mu no boy ye hwete ye na odi etu mu no 400 years no aso pepepe amebi kura abeda so eti refer me ko trustem no say wo ko di Muslim mfisi ha na ye Onyankopon say o mo say mfisi ha na ni du obeyi wo mo no 400 years ni du ye na katati omo sama tate kura beto so no mo ma o mo so Onyankopon peja Mose ni Aaron so oni o mani mfa nkobọ Asaase so still no mo doubting ani temo onipa entimi nru Onyankopon enkom sa wasa no ho e Ghana po asem na nyame ka kire yin se yen na Nyankopon yene ni free Ghana ani timi Islami papa no masofo se enye wo na fi akonya na ye waja fi akonya bi na edi obi nya enye obi papa bi na akoye boni bi ana ne metwa so aba eye tro Yesu Kristo for the body na obeye ye no for the body na bedi ye free boni mu de ye ko tene ni mu obedi ye free nkwayem e de ye ba adesidie mu eni to osole ye no se agajuma na wo de ma me ne mawie na womani ana jane se entomadan no ana obi ntimi hu no konkro bia ho a na obi ntimi hu because of boninti no entomadan mu timienu na obi adi na ni hu ho na se tire ne se me wo hawo a enya sofo ho na yesa me ko na mo me partner ana wasa me ne dwe hu etu no timienu eyese ba ko eti se Ghana fo ye nyina se ye bete ye ho ase na ya bompa ye se urade ona o kan ya kubu nwoma no etire ba ko ni nchichemu nu ne nwotwe se ka obi ni nyansa ho musa sofo urade ma ye nyansa adopade a wodi ama ya Asaase a wodi abetena so yi yɛde nyansa no afei yɛde yɛ talent ne bɛyɛ adwuma na yɛkyerɛ yɛ nnuanom a ama talent du ne nnum no sɛ afei yɛn nso yɛpɛgya yɛ ho ne yɛdeɛ baako no so bɛyɛ adwuma yo asɔfoɔ mɛsrɛ mo wom yɛnya wɔ borɔnsam tiri so bɔ na nyankopɔn wɔ ama wɔ borɔnsam so obɛku no ewiase ma nneɛma mmienu ɛna makane asɔ eti ne nyame yɛ ne saa onyankopɔn sɛ papa bɔne o ɛyɛ ɔno na ɛyɛ yɛntia mfa sedama no
sa
we thought about that na sɛ sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ mfa sɛ bɔne ne kora na ɛnyɛ bɔne ma nyame efi sɛ ɔsoro ɔno na ɛyɛ eti yɛmfa ho asedama no na de na yɛkɔda ho ase nso ɛyɛ no me
ayo
ɛne mmarato
ayo
eti na aka Deuteronomy chapter 28 na ɔbɛkyerɛ wo
yeah
saa mmara na obi antimi ni ho bim no eti na Yesu Kristo ba sɛ afei yɛ ni bim eti sɛ yɛ ni bim ne yɛdi nkunim di a ne na ho aba yɛ ho so a yɛfrɛ me nuanom asɔfoɔ moma yɛma Nyankopɔn nkonkoro kwa na ɔnyɛ n'adwuma na Ghana mma Mofa kukodro ni namu ye ense asafomba num 70% of Ghanaians no mofa kukodro ni namu ye ani adesidie no ense wo mu na Ghana ni ntimi hu no nso no nso ye nyame ba na ntimi ni enu anam abrofo intirase na ye jopade ye dia no ye no mu nyina collaborate ni enche ye nya ne pepepe na ye fie nya de emfa nsiesie ye man na Nyankopɔn promise will be aso obefara akɔ heaven to one binim 7 prediasa one binim na nyame ba wa beton nsukonkuru bi aguru so adwale na ne ho afi no odna akɔ heaven sani animu a ya babro kira behu da biara da ena meko JFK Abeiku development ya omo ye ho
I terminal 8 ho
emphasis of road bridge
enya sam ketua
na wo so for akomudi wunti ugina ha say Asaase ni sa de ni nyina e kamuka enti anya he o yo defo a fa na ka kire wo hia ni nko heaven wo hia ni na wo hia ni wo beda na wo yi Nyankopɔn aye ebeda kura na wadwene mu ada ho na watimi ahunu say Nyankopɔn ni
efiera manka de ahoka no
because I know what I'm can.
Obi ye hiani nanso ogitum se ewrade na abɔ ne hia na wode tias
according to my Bible, if I'm understood very clear, Onyankopɔn yɛ ɔdefo evi asini mu ade dodo nyina yɛ nyame dia sika ne dwetɛ ni practice so nyina Matthew 20
Psalm 24
Eto Onyankopɔn yɛ hiani
ɔnyɛ hiani mo
yadwen na aka pia saa yadwen na aka pia saa obi na yɛ saa ana yɛnso yɛde atum Ubabro ha cheka ye ba ye ya ye wro sai Kwame o Ghana koto bi a ebeda social media ena na ayi India ni bi wo de akofa ne ma ne wa bie sa eto no e boot ene ma timi fanya sam ketua o yi ne ma de ba the restaurant anwa ne mo ne hu nkro de ba na me se bu nkɔ hei Ghana ye millionaire na wa twa beto ayi agrof Ghana fo e twi hu no equalism ba ko ye parpare ye ye wunya ho say ye Nyankopɔn ma wa ye saa
Efiera
na Ghana ko ni
Efiera
yeah
Proverbs chapter 22 verse 2 The rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all.
Yeah na o kan apamda da me bo
No, see the Lord is the maker of them all. The Lord is the maker of them all.
The Lord is maker of all. But if you choose to be poor, and are they poor? Because when you're poor.
And as on person be poor, the other no poor. If you're right, there be on person be poor, other no poor.
What is the meaning of poor?
Poor is poor.
Poor ni dey team poor ni dey.
Poor you be or poor.
Ko kan ka ni e twi kasa no. Enu na ama Bible ni entimi ntia fe yie no.
Everywhere. Obi ejina la no so for 15 minutes until they na wrap up.
Eti dia me pasa me wrap up na me ka kire ye nyina se Ghana for say. Ye betre mu. Muma ye nyina ye nka ye humom. Na ye nta ye wura John Dramani Mahamati.
Sa?
Ajapade na wo Ghana asase no so na ye Ghana for dia. Enyo obroni dia. Eno obroni nyeli pansen ye nyina ye pe. Ye bu ye ho abomfia. Eto osi dia obadwene ama ho no eno na beba wo so ananya sa. Se no so Bible no. Enti Ghana fo nyina mama ya nyini se ye ya defo ye nyamemma ye ya kokroko ye ya titiro onyankopon ne di asase na mayen edi ne papa sese so se ye eti nyina ye nsori na ye nka ye sika sam Ghana ekwa be ne ye befa so ye discuss ye especially ye wa brochire no omo wo fie ne hwe ye discuss ne da ye kwa be ne ye befa so a ye niam papa na onyame di amayen no ye betumi dia ye djuma na edana kase mo akwapa no kwafo so mo di kakere hu no kurenti mo konkofa kese no eti sana bebuo na Yesu Kristo bu ye no enye wo soro asem eye business eye Asaase so asem na Yesu kan eni ntime ye ntutu fo ye talent se ho ya so fo ye fremo ebra so samo ba mi tretre onyankopon asem mu Asaase so nya heaven anything no dey Abraham see ho ma ye say ye ja anything ye ni abre say ye man no
if you right yeah fesi here
ye baba ko ye ni yie
yo
anything mu bi nyina so nyame ma ye nkan ye humbom na ye dopade ye ye nsase ye nkasa wo ho na ye mo ye wura John Dramani Mahamati na abrofo no a ye no mudi dwane hu sampan krofo yi o mo talent no man ko tutu bom a amfa anse ho na pe o ma hu say so mo didi dwa na ye nyina nke humom na ye si Asaase na me dia kakra anwumre yi me won na be nyame nhira wo ene watifo no
o nhira won so pa mo Frank I was watching ansana JCOP banti Frank
Akabe
accident
Adomo Akabe I'm the was in the no politics
and that's ya kono maybe ohia hia nyinara
you good there obi na wakopen wasam na wakwa America na nyama bi ankwaye ba nyame aduma DStv waja no de there obama lawyer obakasa so that obobu obia ntinyakopon show
na obi kwa America na se ono na wakopen ho asem akọ
no some kind of make some wie me beda no
ntinchama nipa no monko ana
se let's say obi no wapen wasam akọ America na nyama bi ankwaye but all about no an kancha nka be ba America enim obia obi bia but ono na waba onim de dem akwanhia be ba but dem pere me chen de obe na obenyanu webenya no hotam ana de obe na nyama bi akoye no onim DStv ani nyina no because of odo ne akurienti no aja to hodo the lawyers on bekasa platform no do so that obobua wo fellow Ghanaian and the African for ne nkofo ho akire won ti mesre Ghanaians so wono so etwitwa 19 no so wonjai youngsters is wonjai sikanibri no so wonjai na minyanku bi sha am kochu those kind of things no omboa at the same time no oya Trump na some kind of over power na wabeye ti mesre Ghanaian leaders What the one back can 1 year. Obi the presidency the two the fight galamsey, but it didn't work. Trump the ban or can why 9 months, 9 days neck and I calculate why a number of people are. What you want, watch one. Such why it positive if I be American for within 9 months 9 days. Say a channel in a positive way the bagana. Within 9 days no cramp no car. You so water bodies no go to Watson. But why end them? Tankabi, my kind of leaders no. What one no can. We make sure obey. No so be any. Now poor no what kind of poor any day. O be an chassis, o do wa. Yeah, Ghana free. Majority now you was cast you poor because obi cramp below the ton or anything because below no so go no Ghana. But on the milo da be 2 months no be no milo or this got to milo. So poor ni biano no. Majority of Ghanaians you Ghana. Be ya wara. Ring cry be shall cry or because you go to a group. Don't know the poor or a nyama bebre young punish out.
Thank you very much. So Kakayanka. Frank Gujane.
Oh, come to me, I can about me pet me person mentally trying to make
Casabudo, I am from Zom Pemuda, Intia.
Like I said, the Dubisu from Senebu, a wide drain a
Minima Quebia. A sorry program that you inviting the Ombatun Jumba.
Very good.
And no best starting Jumno. Wama a demo is so electrified and Jumne yet there. Ne soon they don't know the second one appears the fee where the na MC Nipajan and sa no the third one. Na third one was sing Jumno Nefi is Obias was started at the Fafia so tobacco. What the Bakwaka man and Fidia Unkwa with Gibreno no a 210 of 5 acquire good animal support tonums of share. Say instrumental response no mafia no certain Ticasa Bebrene Trubazanaba. India,
the Okanos and Crapa, this media comments mechanic say, Obi do worship and you know the Biako Kama, Chasina Que, not the boom. Yari yo. Yari on say Yamenjo.
Worship
Pacho. Obi ani ho yare wa ase. Me a worship yare yo yare say. Gospel song now. I can be you face us.
All right, thank you very much. Jesse Opi. Me like wadenche.
Dabi. Nyema wo because ni nyami me Africa bi abena problem mini na problem.
Dienche wa anokwales an owo.
Yeah. Abe me chawe tie na me chia mama Bas mama Georgina Safo Solid TV me chia obia efiero me chawe tie na ekona bada di Fred Money na me chia obia. Abe
papa
minu I don't blame Trump. Me blame him because the other year campaign man in Crawford say obeba be ye no.
I don't know
na ogusu oye no. E fan bia no omo ye America for na nkasa no. Omo fo ano so. So onyema omo because enu na omo fi say beboa omo. Say companies begu because of working with no. Omu they don't care because omu fi say a coin na microphone fa edi bano enye ni kwan so no enti no oba onye bibi fa ho na wa show mo bo say be ya ma omu anya bia no ye African leaders no bo share ben no mo share ye na omu ba ye so die no mo ye enu nti na nanu mi ka say we a wake up call ema African leaders. Anya bia abe me kai u say nanado ba ye no within 8 years no oma American citizen for no oma nipa baku 1,000 and something Ghana Ghana citizenship. And ebiano omo Ghana citizenship no. Omo company or Ghana. Ejuma ben ena omo or Ghana ebeboa Ghana. Enunti na omo sa citizenship no. This is a wake up call. Say yes to do your gram, your nine ewo form. Nanya revoke so those in Crawford omuso citizenship no. Na omuso omunko mukrum because the omuba beye wo Ghana no. Ebeboa Ghana. Omu company ben omo biye. Tax ben omo tua. What are they contributing into Ghana economy and the Ghana society? Because yedi yew na se anyewu ya ye njai fire. Because se omu di yew na se ustudu gram na se usu di yew abrofofo sa na omu ti o. Obo wasum na se ubonu bia. Echina obebo wasuma obeye steady. Because onim se ebia usu apra ni bibi o trim. But obo wasum na se usu udie media min kasa o because of nyaminti min kasa. Next time oba or the sika na betwa wasum. Sa na omutie. Enti pa mahamacho una uye president. Omu me me de say wa revoke all the licenses. Omu tu gold nyina ewo takwa money obuasimu nyina no revoke obia license. Neko into agreement because you are president, you have an executive order to sign any bill to revoke anything. And until Mahama omu ye foreign company no on revoke omu license. Se di bi no di omu beko omani di omu beko di bi se 50-50. Mu be sisi school dan na ewo ekro no so. Mu be ye akwan nyina ewo ekro no bu. Mu be bie a hospital ewo ekro no so. Se mu pe a ye be ye deal. Ena di mu banya as a income no ye be cha no 50-50. Omo ampinia gold no of former e come and di Ghana for because gold no omo to krano e come di enkrofon say gold no ka former e come and di eda because gold na omo to no so omo say Asaase no and Asaase no enye fertile for a reproduction beam to plant beam not to say omo say ye Ghana Asaase e kroben so ewo Akrobeto so ewo Europe ha na ubeba beji concession say ubetu golda u blast gold we nu krana edan nyina be husu ama krofo no ombeja hu se ko gusu sa na ye krofo ye to abama mu se mu ye leaders a mu yusu mu adwin ye pamucho mu yusu mu adwin keke enu kwana Ghana ye hia se mu yusu mu adwene a mu ba hu se ye timber ye cocoa ye gold no ye access a ye betumi ayusu edia ama obia obeba bebe mboabia ewo Ghana no be siesie ekromu before obenya access to that thing right huma ade no ye fufufu dodo enu nti obia ba na wabeji concession Osei kronu ya osisa scanner na odi ko China na odi ko Russia na odi ko sei na ekronu sei na sei edi yare e den libre kronu before na ye tu free kronu so na sei ekro ye ko obi aman so a ye pam ye sei ye mba ye kronu back this say me ba me kronu back na te say eno tombo hwe ye ade asi wo obuasi last no ni double besi wo abe me bo kokko the see what obuasi last week na omo for can Sunday and say boys no be ko ho me see se nkrofo ya ye pamo omu kodru Ghana na so mu mobilize boys a the best obuasi ho the best all the golden money na foreigners to agi ho no ebe truka enunti mahama on funny nancy form. All right. On a straight and nothing. Ye catch MPP for say we need a leader like Kennedy. And Kennedy ne president this time. And ka ube powership. And ka ube leader. Ube who say power presidency is an authority. Ube mi Ama ebe benefitu umai for. Right. And greediness. any a hantai, any dread. Fabia Kojina as a country. Ubia sorry, or Mudi a home sir.
Okay.
Abe Midawasi.
Mr. Medasi.
What Kai Ghana for?
Yo.
Say, waf, Udi lawyer Aba, Abe Mayan Crawford no futu. Ubia only Kratabiano, until the lawyer kind, no fan near, no fan ye Juma.
Yo.
Na, Nihun song.
Yo.
Midawasi Bebre.
Mr. Medawasi. Thank you very much. Yo. Mama Georgina.
Hello, Abeiku. Be.
Nada na ofre I was say.
I said me from Sada. We are my name. Diana, I am me desa me dey say di ni befro.
Ana ubodi ni piase sa.
O di me di ankasa de frɛ me. Auntie.
Ada me mama be from Kwaku Abeiku na se medi bo no wache me. Di oba me. Ombodi Kwaku Abeiku ni sa. Ada me abe Miss Mama. Na da ma ti Kwaku Abeiku na ja Asempa.
I see. And you from your master.
Edi Asempa Kwaku Abeiku.
Abe. Ubeti ya me ba manabro so.
Oh pa manabro.
Ubeti me ba manabro so. Every another time minim dey make why?
Ama emeji tuba no kuro.
Enya me ma me no oso me nsade me call baby ko ye ni me bia me kai sa time na nkaba na wo ebi kwa me benyi se o.
Mama Georgina.
Me too.
Na me kura no me mfina me kuta no. Eya kwantu na ma bebre efiso because me tutu kwan ya bi ho a me fi ye krom na me kwa.
What did you be efiso?
Me tete fi da bi o me na me pa che no se. Won se bi ho a e bi a Christmas na ba. Ese metra na nka Christmas no 31st me di ba me ndi ho. Won se metu kwan me ba no mo adi bro ye na wi nti fi ni bebre ho me tutu kwan che anka amaka me dia no. Yeah. Sure.
Well, somewhere how okay. Well, somewhere okay.
I went to Infinity Bebre Mania.
What did you Abeiku? When you are Sammy. We are the Bob Brahman. Yo, Abe, we went to a time, baby. Michelle Bia, just for the Mabusian for a more platform. So, Michelle Bia, me did so be answer so here. Me wish you be so a very happy weekend. Yeah, Abe, if you're some of a kind until I make me fray, not me per se. Oh, JCOP. Michelle pa why Michelle back me usana wochia minyamisha ubia Michelle ubia sana medical yakano
amen
if you're some more kind and person me tono so me de kakra support to the if you're kind no
yo
o ka sem bi obewie kra no o ka sem bi say ohia de wo pa ni hia wo why 100% right
yo
e wo musa nyankopon na obo ohia e no obo sika the same thing Bible no mo se wabo ekwan tia and wabo a kwan kese na tia no de nipa kɔ nkwagiem kese no so a wo pɛ wo hwanya ntem no de wo bɛkɔ owuo ni musuo mu nti ne wo pɛ no fa wa choose ne wo pɛ no fa sa pɛ na tie wo pɛ so oye hiani a fa wo pɛ so oye skani so afa ni na enyansa wo de ato wadwen mu a ye de bɔbra me nyini no a misha no na me ma me ka asɛm bi or say penny wise pound foolish obi to me kitaka preba pe enso to me the millionaire e ma ne ye kapre no to me the ye dwumanya ho ma enkrofo kra twa wo ho kobo bisia free say nipa no ho wo at the same time now no ye man kapre no me kani ama obi so £1 sa time ne tetimu no ne ye ka se pound na che se iska kese pa ti se mri bi etwam ye be ka se bi 200 cedis na whatever sa time ni mu baabi na ya ma obi so kapre pound foolish wo ne be ne ska na hye nipa mienu tumi kwaji the same loan or bank wo be hu enche kra na ba ko de multiply sa ni nyina ye nyansa ne atin Obi so sabi traduasa. Nyansa woni nti eno ni quotation efiewura yi kire eyiye no ahyase no. Ontumi fa ne de ne mobra. Hwe wo mu a ye nananom tetete no a wo mu ebi bebo brapa ja wo mu nanane wo mu mane wo mu nananom sika yetumi ka so obu wo no mu a wo no wa amre efie ofiri mu wo mu ye sikafo nti wo no ye wo no an sika no obeto ye wogidi se ya na sa nkrofo no mo boss abra no wo mu so mbeto sika na wo mu modimo me de wona book be example anase ye papa anase ye nua be ma despite Ghana ye nyina ye ni mo ahyase say no credit a ye ni mo ahyase ona bo waka ne de bebrebe pika no woton ne ade wo ba Germany be hohuru nkukuom koye adwuma o restaurant anugo ohuru nkukuom okọ US koye taxi driver ne na sefo akire no decide so beba back home say hwe ede na ona bo oni wo pese wo ye hie ni a wo be hie ni pese o ye skeni so be skeni ana want ya ma Africa ho ehiafo dọọso mo ne say abe kromo anum ayewe me for example baby ana me ye adwuma mri bi abrofo ma ana me no mu ye adwuma chese mitimu sa dodo na se wo mu ni emma ene na sefo ase wo no mu di nkomo a ene ade na obi tumi ka me ka se varunist ade na wo pese wo be woni ade na nipa ne de ne nsa tiansi ne mo maso sei wo di si ne mo maso kokoko kira me sa maboda ma na wo bisa me o se me maboda ma na ne ma bisa se varum ade na wo kasa wo si no kinders in toya chese nkwala boarding do no de me forget it awo obeboka nkwala boarding that means ono no pese wo di de uti ase ono se nipa no petra no mu o pese wo di de ko nanim wan ko wo akwala bia na o mebo akwala kro no ho kama ne ho nkire no de na o mka kire me no enso hwe Africa wono mu aye no ye ka ne sen ehia ye kora wo ho bebrebe no ye kora na ye pa wo mo wo bu ono otum se nkwala no ontumi hwe wo mo enso so hu se sebe ma wo ba ku mienu miense bi mintwa so enu ase wo wugu wo sa na wo hia no a na ehia ne sa na nkwala ni bi kora abo asesa school kora wo nko bi wo hwe wo mo ne ntare kora hyehyɛ wo mo kora mobo sa nkwala no wo bi kora na se sebe wo wie aduane na wo se wo kora na wo koma wo mu bidi nti wo parents no won pe obrem pe wo hia so wo hia ebe dokro no a sa ko be prane impo kwan obefa so awu bibia won limit bo bu on mane dia ne se twe hia no no obedi credit na nkwala na eno na wiase a na bia da ne sebe akromfo kobolofo no menenam na sebe preduasa emprewanyi nsani ade nkwala emayo na ewo mu no na sebe brabone a emfata chese komode ne komukunu ne maame ne papa ni bi nje wo se ono ade ne tihwim eti sanka parent no so plani ade ni ya nka sa ho kire ne ma ka wo so bedi yie so ti de fiera ka me ne ya adwen wo se wo pa ne hian ti na me ma all these examples no.
All right.
Yeah, US ex-president Clinton never say one in a Yabako. Bush say ex-president Bush. One no trains in a quiet you. Trains in a quiet inti minim sanka bakwan and Komusumbe Chaso and Ankombe Wumi Nudia minim trains in tea on my immune and many more. Mimi ha me way. Escafobe brew hapa womati to few. And so one ma ba kumienu wawie aso mu skapa wo person in life na kwaso man one person ne wo betre no on person obedi hia Africa ye nwinsa ti anya na ye pen na japade nso a Nyankopon de ama ye se na efie wura kana ye ntumi hwe so yie ya nhwe so corrupt leaders bi a ye wonti na je se hia no a Sanet ya be me de manu besi. Kefiera na me ba so na me pese me contribute to what he said.
All right.
Sanye oka no eye no kre. Wo Nyankopon na bo ohia. Sanye obo ohia bo sika wono anso na bo han na obo esum. Ne wo pe no no wafa. Aha, obo han na obo sum. Nye open no afa saa no bo skabo hia. Nye open no enya saa ma saa na tie. Nti abe.
Me da say yo.
Me fa we twa one say Bible mu Yesu kra kan say nsa enya adwuma no enidi. To obu on ma kwadwuro. Adwuma wo ho pa nso adwuma no kra wonko. Ne dia nso obeseketa da. Nti akwadwuro nti ebehia no. In this case no wona watu so say ehia. Nti na we yakwadwofo a ehia.
Right, it's true.
Now obi nso ani abrepa ebre ni moja ani. Ochina obehu na che say wadum pempenso obi a na wo kosa nipa ne na ase na wakosire ska na so wakosire aduane edi. Tinya wa na wo pe na wo ehia wo saa no. This is the question. Jefiera me no we adwin bebre why nyame hira wo. Abe me de manu we why nyame kam nyina. That's bebre nyame hira wo. Bye.
Ahotsefo Yarane Daso Oh no Oh yeah Kron Alright, I was here. Ahana medemosi mapon. Erade onshiramo. Na until nemunchiramo. Yehuwa ya kron. Oma yemfata. Yene yemfata. Nasam. Na yakume munte. Na me papa beni medi nkomo. Na me hujiri me. I'm so wow. Papa me da se wate Ewurade nhyira o Ebusua Ewurade ewo ho ma ye nyina wate Mesire Ewurade se onka ho ombo ho ban Sade obi esusu se ne yemu anka ya ba gbawura ofia ba che ukono Ebeye se Mordekai ne Haman de ni bi wate Owura muna biara obietu ama wo obeto na munem na wo beye nkonim defuo Ewurade nhyira wo na onti na nem nkyira wo na dominti amen Good night.
Life insurance. So we are the right one. Would meet Tiano just for 2 years for the rest of the time. So yes, we are the right one to say Bibi to say are you on the bra? It's me call up to Afia or Honey Aduno Bako. 121 years. Now so I know Asempa no ba say intimatua saa there be opa betua no mfie mienu opa betua no mfie num opa betua no mfie nson mfie du enti no sania wo no be pese be yama no ene be ye enti ye kase ne boarding ye kase mentimi ntua nkosi there be
Ghone biem.
okay, life insurance. So we the right one. Utimi tua no just for 2 years akra untua biem for the rest of the time. So yes, we the right one to say bibi to say ayu on bra etimi ko up to enfie ohane aduonu baako 121 years. Now so I know Asempa no ba say intimatua saa there be opa betua no mfie mienu opa betua no mfie num opa betua no mfie nson mfie du enti no sania wo no be pese be yama no ene be ye enti ye kase ne boarding ye kase mentimi ntua nkosi there be
Ghone biem.
okay, life insurance.